Yo, peace, peace, peace. This is episode 2. You'll never see episode 1, but episode 2 of the Nobody Asked, but We Answered situation. It's a podcast, it's an audio thing, it's a clippy thing. It's something that you're just going to look at right now and press play and be like, oh, this is fire. And send it to a homie. Put it in your group chat and let me know what you think about it. I am B. Whiskey and Oxford's on Instagram, Whiskey and Oxford's on Threads, Whiskey and Oxford's on YouTube. That's a new thing for me. Look for me, find me. And this is...
What's up, everyone? I am Donovan, aka Callow. I am also just here to talk some shit and hopefully educate. I think that's what we do best. We talk shit while we educate. So it's like, yeah, let's do it.
let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, Callow, what's new with you, fam? What's good?
Man, it's been a interesting month as far as opportunities and gigs. As you know, with the whole diversify photo, it's been a very interesting journey to have certain brands reach out. But like, I've kind of treated this year as like get my clients, but treat diversify as like I'm not gonna even stress about money. Like if I can get my dollars, I'm gonna get it. But there has to be a balance. If the pay is gonna be low, all right, where the press release at? Like it's got to be one. Like, give me something.
Yeah, facts.
So I'm looking at it as like exposure, but you also got to pay me in a sense. So even if you got my rate, all right, how many press release, how many articles is this going to? Okay, cool. I'm interested.
Yeah, like what's the distribution? Who all is gonna be there?
Exactly. So yeah, that's really what January has been like. And so I got some stuff coming out next month that I'm looking forward to sharing, talking about, all that stuff. What about you?
Sick, man. Similar situations, man. It's like January. I know people say, "Oh, January is still happening." Absolutely, it's still happening. It's very much still happening. Right now, just sent out an invoice for the museum I've been working with for projects we'll be doing together February, March, and April, which is fire. It's nice to always lock things in. Um, had a really awesome site visit with the new development that's going in the city that we're from. That's going to be a really big game changer for the community. That'll be one where I probably don't pick up the camera as much, but I'm really leaning into my ad dude hat. Like for those who don't know, I'm an ad man. But that's going to be a really cool one. I'm still trying to figure out the play with that one, like how to be profitable yet impactful. Because for this one, I think the impact is going to be bigger than the profit because it's more about what's going to happen with the community with this project. Yeah, and then I got some merch dropping, dude. Like the hoodies are finally done. I have to update the website, just put together, how I'm going to promote everything and just start dropping it and then see where that goes. So I'm really excited about that. And the last thing is the photo book. That's 1 month in, and that's going to be a really nice birthday gift to myself. So for those who don't know, I've been documenting the city that we're from, which is the beautiful city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, for 10 years, and I will be dropping a photo book of my works, just me being a quote-unquote fly on the wall around the city. It's from 2015 to now, and I'm looking forward to that dropping. So that's what's been up, aside from just being a dad, being a husband, being outside, being in these streets, in a positive way. Home before the lights come on, but out early, out early enough to be impactful.
Facts. It's funny. A few weeks ago or whatever, I told someone, I was like, "Yo, don't invite me. If it's after 6, don't invite me. If it's not business related, don't invite me. Those days are over."
Facts.
I'm not. I'm not trying to be out, fam. I'm not paying child support. Like, come on, cuz.
Yeah.
But also to put some pressure, you told me that you were going to release that book for your birthday. So, like, that's in July, just so everyone knows.
Yeah. Oh, this is big accountability. Callow is
Yeah.
big accountability.
Oh, yeah.
He's the friend that'll hit you at 2 o'clock in the morning on the release day and say, "Fam, I'll let you get a little bit past midnight. So why are you failing in public?" And you got to live with that. So, yeah, I understand what this means.
Yeah.
No, but
Um,
it's going to be a fun process, and I'm really looking forward to just showing what home looks like and just contributing to my community. Um, yeah, man, it's going to be fire. But also, what you just said makes me think of that classic Royce the 5'9" line where he goes, "If I ain't got no business there, I ain't got no business there," and that is the move. That is it for me. If there's not nothing happening on a productive front, I don't need free cheese. I don't need the wine. I don't need any of it. I'd much rather be at the house watching Netflix, watching Designing Miami with the wife, watching Bluey, and kicking my son's ass in chess or checkers. You know, I don't need to be outside. I'm cool to hear about it when I see it at the coffee shop.
that's it. um, so like to well, actually, hold on. Is there any other business updates, creative ideas?
No, man, just opening statement and maybe a closing statement is just advocate for yourself. I think what you may have picked up from just what you all may pick up from what we're saying is just be outside, handle your business, and go home. Like put yourself out there, though. Advocate for yourself, talk up, speak up, represent yourself, and just do good business.
That's it, man. Because people don't realize how small your town is, so word spreads quick. So like, there's two things I want to be known for here, and that's one, oh, Donovan's expensive. Two, Donovan, he goes home and he never got caught up. You're not about to catch me lacking. So that's it.
This is true. This is true. Uh,
So all right. Well, with that, like, do you want to jump into what is nobody asked us, but we answered?
yeah. So the first question that no one required our opinion for, but we're gonna give it anyway. This comes from a person named Chris Rippey on Threads, right? So I'm looking down because I'm reading this question. This is from October of 2024. The question is, it's a scenario-based question. Client still owes you half of the payment. Client states that because you haven't sent 100 plus raw files, that the project is not finished, and they disagree to pay. Raw files were never discussed. Same client spent 14K on a section at the club last night for the shoot. Oh, sorry. Same client spent 14K on a section at the club last night of the shoot. What are you doing in this situation? Wow. So the client spent 14K at the club the night of the shoot. What are your thoughts, man?
First of all, if it's not been discussed, don't don't hit me up. In his situation, I get why he would like he has to respond because he's got to get his money. Because I've had a similar situation recently where people they hit me up and was like, "Hey, what about the Raws?" I ignored. I've already been paid. I've delivered the project. It's been approved. I don't have the answer to nothing else. Like our contract did not say anything about Ross.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, in this situation, he's got to be able to handle this and say, "Hey, according to our contract, if he has one, there's nothing that is disclosed about Raws, but I'm happy to work out a price for the Raws." And is this photos or is this video?
I don't know, but to me, when I hear raw files, I think
Yeah,
photos. When I hear footage, I think video.
that's true. Um, yeah, I mean, and they spent 14. Yeah, like this for a fact. Like, did you party with them? Because if you party with them niggas, like, hey, I know you got it. Cause so like,
I mean,
let's negotiate here.
if he party with them, dude might be like, "Hey, so I spent 3 grand on tequila just for you." So you wanted the hookah and the calamari. So I mean, if we round up, that should cover the cost of the raw. So I mean,
But this is why this applies to what we said earlier. This applies to clients too. Go home. No client needs to see you drink. No client needs to see you party. Like we are not homies. Unless we started building relationships little bit by little after or before, maybe. But this is just business. We're going home. I'm going home. So like this is also a big key because to your point, if he did do that and go out to party, you cross some lines, now they feel entitled to some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to look at it the same way that you just said. Like, if it's not a part of the agreement, if that's not a part of the deliverables, that's the big word there, like the deliverables, then it's a discussion for an additional fee. So if you want these 100 plus raw files, let's set up a fee structure for these raw files and what that looks like for you. And I'm not pocket watching, right? Because if I'm pocket watching, that means to a certain degree that I'm ready to put on the black Air Force Ones and the black gloves and get active because I'm watching you spend 14. And if then that's just really unprofessional, right? So if that's not the avenue that we're going down, I don't need to know or watch you spend $14,000 in the club. I'm just gonna look the other way because no, you just pay me what you owe me, or I'll just keep submitting invoices and then escalate from there. But again, like if I know that you spent 14 in the club, like how do I know this? And then because I know this, what am I prepared to do about it? Like, am I going out the Suge Knight way? Again, black Air Force Ones, black gloves, or am I going to keep it professional because my reputation means something? That's his bridge to cross. But just submit the invoice, hold on to those raws, and then Judge Judy is always looking for people to go on the show. Like she's in like season 30, so
Facts.
let her mediate that claim.
So I mean, it sounds like we both are in agreement where we are stating that, like, yo, one, clarify that early in the conversation. Like, do you want Raws? If so, we need to discuss a price now. Second thing, determine what a finished project is, because him delivering that video and you approve the video is a finished project. But if there's somewhere in there that says, hey, a finished video and a lap dance, like, nigga, you gotta do a lap dance.
Yeah, yeah. And it's funny. I'm looking at the comments under this thing, and just at a quick scroll, the amount of times I see the word contract come up, just
Yeah.
really also validates what we're saying. It's like, what does your contract